All right, all right. We are back at the Grit Won't Quit podcast studio in beautiful Belmont, New Jersey. I have a very special guest on. I have Sabrina from Park Social, right up the road, right over the Belmont Bridge. How are you this morning?
Good. How are
Local
you?
is right.
Yes.
I love your restaurant. I was introduced to it, and I've been there probably 4 or 5 times.
Lovely.
Within probably 2 months. My wife and I went there one night. You have a great server, Patrick. Made us feel like so at home.
Yeah.
My wife was like, I was always looking for like a neighborhood restaurant that like we can call our own. And I was like, places that and if it's so close to our Belmont location, you probably could walk there, which we won't do, but
Yes, you probably could. It's a good one.
so your food is delicious. It's on point, but it's a cool vibe too.
Yeah. So we
what
wanted
made
to
you do that?
we wanted to do bistro vibe. I
Okay.
gave my chef full range. I didn't want to be a niche thing where it's Italian or it's a steakhouse or it's this. So we wanted something from every category to please all different kinds of people.
And it's a standalone building with great parking, and
Yes.
I have seen some nights you've had valet there.
We do Fridays and Saturdays.
All right, cool. So that's really great too. So it's
Especially with the bad weather coming up, it's going to be really, a necessity.
yep. And so what are some of the signature dishes over there?
So our pork chop is to die for. It's pork chop scarpiello. We get all of our meats and chops from the butcher block, so
So you have
they're
the
delicious.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
All of our seafood's from Atlantic Offshore, so
Okay.
it's fresh. We get that daily.
All local stuff too,
Yes.
which is great. So when you were coming up with this concept, being in business a year now, like what was your vision like to get
To where we are.
to where you are?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's been some changes along the way too.
So for the most part, our brand has been the same since we opened. We did Park Social, so we took PS to do the whole letter vibe. I felt that was very feminine, very cute. I felt for branding you could do a lot, especially when it comes to logos. You didn't want to be niche with just one thing. So we have the PS sign. We have the pigeon that we do that has like the little letter on it.
Okay.
And then we have the park gate.
All right, perfect. And now, what are some of the struggles and hustles of being in a restaurant business?
I would say it's a lot of pressure. It's it's a demanding thing to own a business. The pressure from your employees, guests, obviously. Everyone's very opinionated.
Everybody's a chef.
Everybody. Everyone's a cook in their own kitchen or a bartender where they're like, oh, like this isn't strong enough, God forbid. And it's like, you're not free pouring at home. So,
Yeah. Again, in my world, I know that everybody's a graphic designer and could build a website overnight. So I hear it, and I said to someone the other day, I said, why'd you hire me then?
Yeah.
I said to someone, they said, this web chain shouldn't have taken that long. I said,
And it's
"Next
always
time you
coming
do
from
it."
somebody who doesn't own a business when
Yeah.
they're like, oh, like, why'd you do awnings that color? Or why do you do this? It's like, because I felt like it.
Yeah.
And I can.
Yeah. So you must have a lot of critics.
Oh my God. Especially when we first opened, the whole women-owned thing doesn't rub
That's
people.
really cool, though. I think it's awesome.
Thank you so much.
I think that's awesome. I think that, I don't know why it makes a difference.
Yeah,
I don't
it
even know why we have to
definitely
even talk
does.
about it. Because
Yeah.
everybody's equal in my mind. So, but I love the fact that I'm a supporter of women-owned businesses because
you.
it does, that added benefit.
Well, all women definitely appreciate that. Not everyone looks at it that way. I've had, different interviews where guys are like, oh, you own this? Or especially being a young woman, the whole age factor, it definitely...
I think it's an inspiration.
Thank you.
I think it's awesome that...
That's how I thought about it. So
Now, is this your first restaurant?
this is my first restaurant on my own. My husband does own his own. So seeing his lifestyle and how demanding it really is and the pressure that he feels, I was like, oh, I don't really know if I want that.
Yeah, so what made you think that after seeing and living in it and living...
I have a really good support system.
Okay.
So my director of operations is incredible, and she's very women forward and women empowerment. So she, definitely supported me through the whole thing. And she was like, "You could totally do this," and I'm like, "Okay, I think I can."
And now, a year into it, is it what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I definitely grew tough skin.
Okay.
So it definitely took a little bit to get there. Sleepless nights of reading reviews and being like, oh my God, or
They said this about the restaurant.
certain comments, people are like, oh, they're not gonna last a year. So definitely a lot. And then I was taking it personally because again, you put your heart and soul into
Yeah.
something. So to have people deteriorate it, I was like, I don't know if I could do this, but then it definitely fueled me, and I was like, I could do this.
I got this.
Yeah.
They're not
Positive over negative all the time.
And realistically, I think some of these people that write reviews, they're just miserable people.
Oh, it's like the Sebastian Maniscalco. It's like, you're going to write a review,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
You know, I also say, and I've written one negative review my whole life, and it happened within the last probably 6 weeks. Somebody really just did me wrong. But I've always said I'll write nasty reviews, and then I never can get to the point of writing it. And this
Yeah.
one company just took it to the next level, and I actually wrote it. And I didn't even like writing it. Like, and I felt bad writing it. But,
Yeah.
you know, I think some people just, like, they think that that's the outlet. If I had a problem, if I came into your
Fix
restaurant,
it right there.
I would ask to speak to the manager.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought I was going to get this. I got this. You know, and most times everybody's like, let's just fix it.
Most people are
it.
like that. You do get the people that you know, they're miserable and you can't please them.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to make you feel better.
Yeah, it's hard. That part's hard.
Service industry is
It's
difficult.
Now,
yes.
how is it, you know, staffing? Are you having trouble staffing? I feel
So-
like no one wants to be in the staffing
In
world
the
of that.
beginning, yes, it was definitely hard. But once we got our solid team a year ago, they're still with us.
Oh, great.
So the servers that we have, the bartenders that we have, our kitchen staff, they've all been there since day one, and they're incredible. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this without them.
You know, I'll tell you, on a side note, I told you I've been to the restaurant a number of times. My parents came in from New York. My dad was like, oh, you want
I
to split a
love that.
tomahawk at your restaurant? I said, sure. He and I, like, when we see each other 4 or 5 times a year and we go out, and he'll always say, you want to do a porterhouse? You want to do a tomahawk? So I feel like it's part.
I'm always that girl too. I'm like, let's just get the steak.
He enjoys that. So, like, I see him 4 times a year. I go along with him all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not a tomahawk guy myself. I'm more of a ribeye or, you know, like something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
for this, I'm all for it. And my dad likes like a horseradish sauce.
Okay.
He said to the waitress, "Can we have a horseradish sauce?" And then your chef came over and like brought a horseradish sauce. I was like, "That's incredible service."
Yeah.
Like, you don't see that kind of service.
Even people who, you know, are vegans and like they don't see anything on the menu, if they tell the server will go and tell my chef, and he'll do whatever he can to make it happen. So like
love
on
that.
the fly, we'll make a sauce for them, and then they're like, "Can we get the sauce to go? Like, can we get the sauce for home?" And he's like, "Sure." So then he's making a quart container of sauce for the, you know,
But
the
I
guests
think
to
that
take.
you guys understand customer service.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of restaurants don't do that.
We didn't want to be pretentious, so when we did hire our staff, we were like, listen, like, it's a mutual respect thing. You give them respect, they give you respect. I understand we're serving,
Yep.
but at the end of the day, they're here for an experience, so you need to make everything special.
I love it.
Yeah.
So now, as year one finished and we start rolling into year two, what are some of the things that are going to be going on at the restaurant? What are some of the things that you have on your vision board?
So we do have a lot of events coming up. We're
Okay.
doing a sip and shop with Meg Things. That'll be closer to Halloween. So we're actually opening on a day that we're not open.
Okay.
We're selling tickets. We'll have, you know, drink tickets, food, you know, a whole buffet, gift bags, and then the whole shop and sip where people could go and look. We did just finish our lounge outside, so the
Okay.
whole garden is done. And then we're going to tent that for the fall and winter so that we have outdoor seating.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, definitely need the space.
Yep. And now, what about like the holiday parties? Do you get involved in those?
Yeah, so we do a lot of corporate events and things like that where we did have holiday parties. A lot of hospitals, you know, they come, they definitely can drink. So we love it, and we love to do the events for everybody.
Yep.
A lot of baby showers, bridal showers. I did my baby shower there.
Awesome. I mean, women-owned business.
Yeah.
You have the shoe in on that one. So that's awesome to see, and I love to see that it's like so close. It's easy, and I think it's a great experience. So as like you think about some of the struggles that for the entrepreneur that's listening to this podcast, like where are some of the things where, you know, maybe you didn't think about, or you kind of like it just hit you in the face and you had to just run on the fly?
It's kind of like if you own a house and something goes wrong, it's on you to fix it. So
Yep.
if something's leaking or something stops working, like, you have to fix that. And that's, you know, a cost that most people don't account for. You know, I didn't build the building, so like our roof was leaking at one point, and I'm like, oh my God, so we had to have that hole sealed. And also, you don't want to damage the furniture inside. So we did have ceiling tiles falling at one point, and I go, oh my God, this is like a nightmare.
Yeah. And you never you never think about that, like when you're thinking about opening a restaurant, you never think that there's going to be a leak in the roof.
Ever. Or like a plumbing issue or something, like the building is built on sand.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So it does affect like the piping issues underneath, and like in order to fix that, I would have to gut the entire floor.
So that's not going to happen.
No.
So we're going to just deal with those
we're gonna fix that
Yep.
every quarter that we can.
Yep. So yeah, like those are the kind of things like when you're doing like the projections and your business plan and you're starting
You
to
don't
think
account
about
for like the mishaps of like what could go wrong. Also, the inflation of everything in pricing is brutal, especially seafood. You know, the meats go up.
Yep.
There's nothing we could do about that. You know,
Yeah.
we just have to bite the bullet.
But if you don't want to sacrifice quality.
Ever. Yeah.
Ever. That's
So a lot of people were taking king crab off of their menu due to the fact that it was an astronomical price per case. And we
Okay.
were like, you know what, look, we'll get smaller pieces or work around it. We don't want to completely take it off the menu, especially not being open the full year at this point. We were like, we don't want to change anything.
Yep.
Like, we want this menu to stand on its own and, you know, everyone get a chance to try it.
And then I think with the menu, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, there's some things that are very profitable, and there's some things that are less profitable. And it's
Yeah.
almost like the law. What I would say is the law of averages.
Yes.
You're going to have some big ticket items that are worth, and someone's going to order something like the king crab or the scallops that I've heard have been going up in price a lot. Like, and there's, you know, kind
There's
of
give and take for
it
everything.
balances,
and
right?
we don't change our pricing because we, again, don't want to
Yeah.
make the customer sacrifice. That's not their fault.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. They came in to have a great meal, and they.
Yeah, so we did incorporate specials to, you know, balance that out. We
Sure.
have happy hour now, which is great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
No Saturday happy.
No Saturday. Yeah.
You got the college football games.
Plus, everyone wants to go see that, and on
Yeah.
Sunday brunches, we know everyone wants to watch the game, so
Yep.
we open at 5 those days.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And now the hours. So and then Mondays and Tuesdays are closed.
Closed. Yep.
Perfect. That gives you a little bit of time to.
It
kinda-
gives the staff a full, you know,
Yeah.
schedule to be off the same 2 days on the same 5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're really looking out for that staff.
Yeah.
So the staff is important to you then.
100%.
They definitely you value what they do and how they do it,
Mm-hmm.
and plans for anything in the future, or just sticking here for now? What's the?
I would love to make Park Social great. I don't want to expand her past that location. I would just like to build that location up. So whether that's, you know, down the road, another floor on the top, a rooftop down the line, you know.
I think before you do that, before you put the second floor in, we got to fix the.
We got to fix the base.
We got to fix the base.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a builder by trade, but I'm going to say that we should got to do that first.
Yes, 100%.
So awesome! That would be cool to have that would be a really cool, unique thing
Mm-hmm.
around here to have.
Plus, with all the construction plans for what they do have for what's next to us, like the hotel's leaving,
What's going there?
the Marriott bought it, so it's like
Oh,
a
cool.
Marriott autograph and storefronts, and they wanted the whole waterfront, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to build that area up.
That'll be good for you guys, though.
Yeah,
That'll be great.
it'll be good.
I love to see this expansion. I love to see that you guys are doing great. I like I said, I'm a big fan of the restaurant, so this is
Thank you.
awesome. So, for the entrepreneur who's thinking about it, the woman entrepreneur that is thinking about starting a business, what's the advice you're going to give them today?
You could do it, you know? Just focus on all of the positive in things. Don't let people tell you can't do something. And if they do tell you can't do something, do it better, just because.
Those are inspiring words to go to sign off with today. This is great. As we wrap up today, let people know where they can find you online, socials, whatever you want to.
So we are, our website is parksociallounge.com, and then our Instagram is parksocial_New Jersey, and then our Facebook is also Park Social New Jersey.
Well, Sabrina, it was great to have you on today. Thanks for coming
you.
on. Congratulations on the restaurant. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
And keep doing great things. And I look forward to seeing great experiences every time I'm in.
Amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Of course.